Welcome to Health Crush, your source for integrative health information. We bring you real people talking from real experience. Hi, I'm Mark Allen. We're going to take a look at dealing with grief today with our friend Robert Clancy. Robert, you've dealt with a lot of grief in your life. Most of us have. In the last 6 months, you've had more than your fair share of grief. How do you deal with grief?
Well, one of the things that I understand about grief, and yes, I recently lost another childhood friend. It was actually the sister of a very close childhood friend, somebody I've known since second grade. My 18-year-old niece, my parents, my friend's parents, my best friend too. So, this is all within a 4-year span, but in the last 6 months, there's been three new ones that have crossed over. So. I found that grief is a direct translation of the love that you have in your heart. So letting go of grief is not letting go of your loved one. It's creating more room in your heart for the love that you have for them. And if you are experiencing this great grief, know that that is the equivalent of that love, and you need to share it with others. And that's one of the things I do is I celebrate those people. And I think of it this way. I have my best friend. I have my closest allies on that side, right around me all the time, who are rooting for me. My greatest cheerleader team is with me. And it's one of the things that we can do in dealing with that. And, it's not that you're letting go of it and you're just transcending it and translating it to something else.
One of the things that I think about when somebody passes over is that they're here with you all the time. And my mentor in broadcasting, when he passed away, I was invited to speak at his celebration of life rather than a funeral. Would you care to comment on that?
Yeah, it is about celebrating what they've done, their accomplishments, their legacy. And we're all only here for a short time. And I started thinking about, what's the worst thing that can happen to you? And I started out small, and every day I wanted to one up it. And over the course of a year, I ran out of ideas, and I started asking other people, and I heard the most horrific things. And I always saved death for the end. And then one day I woke up and I had death. And the next day I had to one up it. And I was able to. It was losing my ability to help someone else. And when I realized that can never happen, because there are people that have been dead for 100 years, 200 years that are still helping someone today. How are they doing that? They left some type of legacy. That's the conversation I had with my best friend the last year of his life. And he was in a lot of pain. And then I saw it translated onto his family. And I thought, I got to take the gloves off. I have to make this call to him. And I said, you need to show your family how you're going to fight this, because it's going to be in them. The day that he was on his deathbed, drove down to the hospital. It was a 5-hour drive. I burst through the doors, and his son is waiting in the lobby, smiling ear to ear. And he said, Dad's upstairs. I can't wait for you to see him. And I thought, he did it. He did it.
Wow. And that's got to be particularly hard for your son to watch you die, or a parent to
Yeah.
watch us.
But he was celebrating him. And
Right.
that was the most beautiful thing that I think I've witnessed in our entire journey together as friends, to see his son do that. And, that was just one of those moments. And when I walked into the room, his daughter was there smiling ear to ear too, holding his hand, and said, "Oh, Dad's right here. We're going to leave you with him for a few minutes." And they were all smiling.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
that's the way to deal with grief, everybody. It really is.
Yeah.
Robert, thanks for sharing with us today. We really appreciate it. You have to check this guy out, Robert Clancy. Right now, he can be seen throughout the world on a variety of cable and internet TV channels and programs at mindsetresettv.com. That's mindsetresettv.com. Robert, I look forward to our next conversation. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you.
And thank you for watching. I'm Mark Allen for Health Crush. We'll see you next time.